This is the story about how my demented patient held on to a secret onion in the side of his mouth, and I had to give IV Tylenol. You know, I always feel bad for my demented patients whenever we respond to them at these nursing homes, because especially when I'm trying to get an IV on you. Matter of fact, let me just tell you this. So, long story short, we get toned out to a sick person. I'm like, all right, whatever. Lately, I've been having a lot of BS, so I'm not really stressing it, right? We get to the assisted living facility. Mind you, we go through the wrong door at first because the right door, they didn't want to tell us until we started knocking to go around. So it's cool. So we go around, we get inside, and this man, he's laying on the bed or whatever, and the nurse tells me, hey, so I last saw him on Friday. Mind y'all, today's Monday. I last saw him on Friday, and he wasn't really looking too hot, and now he's still not looking hot. So this man is sitting there groaning on the bed. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Get a real brief history, whole lot of I don't knows, whole lot of you have to ask somebody else. So patient gets on the stretcher. We get him outside, right? Mind you, now I'm trying to, do my assessment. I already did my assessment, but now I'm like, start treating the patient or whatever. So I notice he's mad warm. I check his temp, 100.4, textbook, right? I'm like, okay, cool. So I started to look for IV. My partner's putting him on a 12 lead, is at a third. I see a nice, cool Y complex AFib, but I'm like, okay. Look at his paperwork here, the history AFib, cool beans, not tripping. You feel me? My biggest thing is he's drooling or whatever. So my partner's like, hey, let's look in his mouth. We look at his mouth. This man has a whole onion about that big. Mind you, it looked like dinner time onion. It did not look like, breakfast omelet onion. So I'm thinking onion has been there since last night. Crazy work. So, we keep driving down the road. I'm like, honestly, let's just go. So I get my first line. Vein blows. Cool. Dude bleeds all over my pants. All over the pants, dude. Just bloody. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Patch that up. Can't really give him IO or PO Tylenol because he's altered or whatever. So what do? Get another line, give him some IV Tylenol. Everything cool. You feel me? Do my call in. But in order to do this IV, you have to okay. And this is what I want to explain to y'all. I'm obviously gonna be an advocate for my patient. That being said, this is the part that it get kind of annoying because he's demented, so you can't really expect him to, be listening to you and whatnot. But you're trying to pull his arm because